Hello, y'all. When you're watching videos, you are kind of able to read between the lines, right? So, for example, if you're watching a video and there's a poverty stricken neighborhood and there's a school there, right? So, there's people that came in this particular state and they came in on a bus and they're going to provide shelter for these people that came in on the bus, right? But the narcissistic attitude in this is this: the people that's in the poverty stricken neighborhood, there's a high level of homelessness, right? That was expressed in this video on this report. So, if the people in the community are already poor and are struggling with homelessness, why don't you give those people the school and let them stay in this particular school? But you're going to find a whole nother group of people, or somebody found a whole nother group of people, and they bring them in on a bus, and somebody gives them permission to stay in the school. Well, why wasn't that done for the poor people in the community? Why? I mean, it just ain't right, y'all. I mean, when you watch some of this stuff, you're like, wow. So in this case, the people in the community are stopping the people that came in on the bus from moving into school. This is one thing I've noticed that narcissists will never understand, y'all. That first come, first serve, right? And many people do it with their kids too. I mean, I can give you a million examples. Okay, this narcissist had this child first, but then they won't take care of that child, but then they go have another child and take care of that child. And I'm not talking about situations where empathic people are restrained from their kids because they've gotten into domestic violence disputes with ex sociopaths. I'm not talking about those situations. I'm saying where this person had this child first and can take care of this child and can do for this child, but they go have another child and help the second, third, or fourth child. It's first come, first serve. I mean, you got to have order when you do things. You got to have some form of order. Like a waiting list, right? If you're doing a waiting list the right way, whoever was first on that waiting list, when their name comes up first, they should get that assistance, right? So it's the same thing. I mean, it's just unbelievable, but I'm for being like a activist and like not rioting, but a picket, or a organized civil way of letting your state and community or wherever you live, I don't care what country you live in, right? I'm for being realistic and, telling them what you don't like. I mean, I'm proud of the people. I mean, stop it. I mean, no, like in this community, if there's a bunch of homeless people already here, I would feel the same way. You're going to just go find a group of people on a bus that are homeless and bring them in. What about the homeless people that are already here? And I mean, it's a big problem in the United States, y'all. We got a big problem with understanding within our communities. First, take care of the community before we try to do more for somebody else. That would be like my children are homeless, right? But I'm going to go find some other kids and provide them a place to stay. You would be like, why don't you take care of your own children first? Now, if I want to come out of homelessness and provide my children a place to stay and then help other kids, that's fine. But there has to be order in things. I mean, it just ain't right, y'all. It just ain't right. I mean, we got all this poverty in so many different communities, and I don't see why they couldn't have let the people that are homeless in that community stay in that school. I mean, obviously the school been sitting there, y'all, right? So the mayor in that particular state or whomever's in charge, because in the video they mentioned the mayor, right? That mayor couldn't have said, well, some of y'all could stay in the school or the kids could stay in the school. But then they go find a whole busload of people that they picked up from God knows where. I don't know where they found these people from, and brought them in on a bus with a bunch of bags and all kind of stuff and gonna move them into school. But the community was right there, like, nope, it ain't happening. And they did a good job because, like they said, they homeless there. And I'm quite sure if they're homeless, they're jobless. So see, you got to look at once the people that they went and picked up from another part of town or wherever come in on this bus and stay in this school, they're probably going to be getting the jobs in the school. Next thing you know, they done moved up in the school because they homeless and now they teaching the kids, right? But then they couldn't find nobody in the community to give some of those jobs to. And it's just horrible, y'all. I was like, wow. I was really proud of that particular community for taking a stand and saying no to that. Just outright, no. And then you got to protect the kids in the community too, because when you just go find some strange people and just bring them in, you don't know these people. And then just bringing these strangers in the community. So, yeah, that was really interesting. You're going to see a lot of people in today's world in the United States and outside of the United States where they're really going to have to stand up for themselves. Really. I mean, it just has to be done better. It just does. It's so sad. All this poverty. It's just getting worse and worse. So we'll see how it goes, but that's just my reaction on that. I just thought I'd share that with y'all. I don't know what's your opinion or what is your opinion. You can put a comment, like, share, and subscribe, and please comment and let me know what your views are. And I appreciate it, okay? Thank you so much. Almost 9 minutes on this exercise bike. You see that it's daylight now, right? You see the light here. So you can tell when I'm on the bike when it's dark out and when I'm on the bike when it's daylight out. But today is Sunday, so I'm trying to do this good deed of staying healthy on this Sunday. So 9 minutes in, please leave a comment, y'all, and like, share, and subscribe.